What happens if it rains in FC25? This year there are so many fun details which happens if there is too much rain on the football pitch. Obviously make sure to use a stadium that can actually have a rain on it, and then also go over to simulation settings, turn on the weather effects, and even for some other detail, we can have a little bit of wind as well. We've got a bit of a derby here, Madrid teams against each other in this tiny arena, and it's absolutely pouring down today. Something you're gonna be noticing, guys, pretty much right away is that there is a lot of rain, you know, bouncing off of the players' feet. The ball, you know, is also gonna be having the rain splashing all of the time. Take a look at this. We have water before the player, of course, passes the ball, and then afterwards you can see a lot of water particles right there following the ball, basically. So yeah, the details are crazier than ever before, even when the ball is in the air. The ball can also move very different, guys, than a normal pitch. I mean, take a look at how much the ball, for example, is spinning around there in the grass. You know, when we were playing on snow, I made a video about that yesterday. You can click the button there to watch it. The ball was never spinning. It was just gliding on the pitch. But here, I mean, we have many rotations per second. If we take a long touch with Eder Militao, let's take a look at this one. You can see that the ball literally stops. Let's try a really long touch with Rodrigo. As you guys can see, the ball is completely gonna stop there. So what I'm really excited to find out right now, by the way, it's so difficult to run in the rain. And the passes as well. Everything is affected by, of course, these rain effects. So that is gonna be my ball. But what I want to find out, guys, is if we take a shot, is the ball also gonna be slowing down? Because that is how it was back in the day on like FIFA 13. I'm now using Atletico Madrid because I'm gonna be bringing out their keeper. As you can see on the radar, I'm absolutely rushing out with him. So now we're gonna be switching back over to Real Madrid, and we're basically, guys, gonna be going through on goal with Kylian Mbappe. And then we're gonna take the shot, and we're gonna see if, obviously, it's gonna be slowing down. So here we go. Mbappe is through. He runs. He goes off to celebrate, and oh wow, I mean, the ball is literally slowing down, guys. It's not gonna be slowing down that much, but honestly, that is a fun detail right there. I wanna do it again. Mbappe is through one goal. It is a little bit slippery. He shoots. He runs off to celebrate, but no, it stops right before the goal. It ends up in the goal there anyway. But guys, the ball actually does indeed slow down. I mean, it depends obviously which angle that you're at. You know, it depends how much power you put behind it. If you put enough power, it's not going to be slowing down too much. But as we can see right there, guys, it did indeed slow down from the grass. Mbappe was ready to go off and celebrate, but we're going to have to just take the own goal instead. He's not going to get the goal involvement this time for Mbappe, but guys, that is what we have been asking for. I'm sure this moment is probably going to happen in some matches. Sometimes, of course, the commentators are going to talk about the rain. This is the same thing when it's snowing, but this is literally just, you know, a little cutscene there before a goal kick or when a ball goes out. Sometimes it's just going to pan. I want to show you guys how the wind also affects the gameplay. So if we just do a little pass, oh wow, we just slipped, by the way, with the goalkeeper. That is not a good sign. That can happen, of course, when you play in the rain. But look at the air time that the ball is getting here for just like a very short pass like that. Obviously, you can turn on the wind settings to absolute maximum, and the ball can literally go so far up in the air. It's unbelievable. Another really nice detail, guys, is that, of course, if we get into the goal right there, I don't know if you noticed it right away, but we can take a quick look at the replay, and we're going to be seeing what just happened. So we can, you know, just change it over here to, for example, Courtois. And let's just slow down the camera right here. Focus on the goal nets, guys. Focus on the goal nets. Let's see what happens. As you can see, there is crazy amounts of water falling off from the goal. Obviously, a really realistic detail right there. Another realistic detail which they have brought back this year. This was actually not possible to do last year. I tried it out, wasn't possible. This is also something to do with water, not exactly too much on the field. Something that's also fun to do, guys, especially when you play with these kinds of effects, is to go with the pro camera angle. I'll show you the settings that I got for them right here. You can go ahead and copy them and get the exact same angle as I have right now in this video. But basically, you're going to be noticing the water a little bit more, you know. You can see the water or the rain falling down a little bit more clear than you can in other camera angles. And I just feel like, you know, it's splashing water absolutely everywhere. So you do kind of get that feeling of, you know, play in heavy rain when you are in this angle, and I think it's a little bit more fun. We are going to be running around a little bit then with Mbappe, and you can just see how fast the ball slows down when this guy takes touches. I mean, you really have to have some good ball control here to to control this. It's really confusing when running. No, it's easy to lose the ball and things like that, because the touches, as I said, can be so inconsistent. All of a sudden, you know, it doesn't look like you have any kind of glide at all here. Look at this. It's really hard to run. It feels like the ball is weighing like 200 kilograms. It's absolutely insane. I love it though. These effects are realistic. Let's see if we can get ourselves a goal. Jude Bellingham gets it through to Mbappe, and look at that, tackling in the rain. And this shot as well of the stadium is absolutely wild. Really, really nice camera angle. But that is going to be a yellow card, of course. I'm not seeing too much that's going on. Is Mbappe okay? You know, it's terrible conditions. He might be picking up an injury here. Definitely would prefer if he can stay on the pitch, but we have to try a really long touch then with Vinicius Jr. Let's see, and as you guys, I mean, it's not gonna go over the line because, you know, the ball is gonna be... What was that touch, by the way? Some of the touches are also very inconsistent. I mean, I'm using one of the best dribblers and players with the control in the world, and it's just, you know, very, very random. So I feel like at a few certain points of the pitch, the ball is gonna slow down even more. But yeah, it's really interesting, guys. I kind of guess you have to actually feel it yourself when you play, how much of a difference it actually is than, you know, if you're just playing with normal gameplay. Look at the two people in the top left corner just standing there, looking extremely creepy. No, no movement on those guys. It's this game is haunted. But anyway, I'm gonna show you another detail right now, which also has something to do with water. This is something that they added back into this year. As you can see right here, we literally almost got the water bottle onto the pitch. Let's go back into the replays and take a bit of a closer look at this one, because it is honestly a nice little detail. So we can yet again just select Courtois, and as you guys can see, he's gonna be going over to the water bottles, and you can actually now get them on the pitch. We actually got it there onto the pitch for a second, but obviously I scored a goal. So I'm wondering, you know, if you can get the water bottle onto the pitch and you actually hit it, is that gonna affect the movement of the shot? Is that gonna get in the way of the shot, basically? So if you hit it, does it bounce? Guys, if you want me to find that out, drop a like on this video and I'll do a video about that tomorrow.